What is up, everybody? The college football rankings are in. And I've got to say, it has been a wild ride, a wild year this year. There's been a lot of great teams. I would say there's roughly around 8 to, I would even say 10 plus, maybe 12 teams that could easily compete for this championship, which just makes it just so much more disappointing that there is not a 12-team playoff this year and not just scrap the 4-team all entirely, but I guess in contracts with TV stations and such. But one big disappointment is number 5 there, 13-0 Florida State. I personally think that winning games should matter for the most part. Like, if you lose a game, like, you should not be rewarded for losing games. Florida State is a Power 5 team. They're beating Power 5 teams with a backup quarterback. It's not like they're like losing these games. Like, I'll use the Iowa example. They have one of the worst offenses in the league, but they still find a way to win, and that's the name of the game, is to win the game. They held Michigan to some of the lowest numbers they ever had, but, like, you know, their offense did whatever. But, like, winning games should matter. Winning games should be important. And then it begs the question of, like, why put an SEC team over Florida State when Florida State is in a conference that has a better record over SEC opponents? And, you know, I'm bringing out the conspiracy hat, and we can look at next year's conferences for the top 6 here, and there's a whole lot of SEC and Big Ten, and not a lot of everybody else. Yeah, the College Football Playoff show on ESPN even briefly mentioned the idea, even like dabble with that idea of like there's a Power 2 and then everybody else, and then we could even go a little farther and go to the top 10. I did a little hypothetical of where these teams would be, and we see a lot more Big Ten, a lot of SEC. There's not a lot of Big 12. There's no ACC. ACC has Florida State's the only team in the top 10 if we were to go by next year's conference metrics. So now it's just like one of those things where it's just like so disappointing that Florida State just could not be in there, and the need for wins almost doesn't matter. Like, you still have to win the game to be in discussion, but like when it comes down to it, you're ultimately whoever pulls up the most style points on this, I guess. Like, whoever brings in the most TV ratings is going to be the ones in the top 4. I guess, like, because like they always keep bringing up the blowouts and the ratings, and they still deserve to be there like everybody else, and it's just disappointing. That's just my little rant for the day. I wish that Florida State had the opportunity to play for it. I would even say like Georgia, Ohio State, Oregon, all those teams that are just like right there on the end that had that right there, just nail claw back in there. I wish the 12-team playoff was this year and not the 4-team. That's going to be it for this video. If you like what you see, please like and subscribe. Peace.